Hey, how's it going? My name's Dr. Popular, and I just got some spool thread I ordered from the site. This is from Spool Thread Co. It is artisanal string. I hear it plays really differently over time, and it kind of lasts for a long time. So I was going to do a week-long review. The very first throw. What's really cool about Spool Co. is their color collection. They always have just really amazing colors, really bright, vibrant colors. I really dig in this particular string. This is the Dream Sickle colorway, orange and white. It looks stunning. It plays pretty well straight out of the package. It is extremely smooth, which I love. It's a little slick feeling. So it feels really awesome on the string, kind of moving back and forth. This feels really good. I feel like binds, I have to bind a little tighter. Like binds are always something you kind of do to taste anyway. When you're doing a bind, there's all sorts of ways to kind of give it a little more resistance or not. And with these strings, I feel like I kind of have to help it out a little bit more. I have to pinch a little more in order to get it up. But on the string, it feels really smooth. This is a concave bearing, and usually I find that concaves are really not very forgiving with sliding string. But this is actually really smooth. This is really nice. It feels great, at least straight out of the package. All string kind of feels awesome straight out of the package, so I guess that's not really saying anything, but this feels really good out of the package. Now, Spool Co. Thread, or Spool Thread Co., their website is spoolthreadco.com. They sell these strings. They're $6.50 for a pack of 5. Which is more expensive than most other strings you might get, but in theory this is going to last you a lot longer, so you're not going to be changing string, and that's kind of what I really look forward to, is seeing how this particular string breaks in over time and see if it actually is kind of a better bargain. It is made in the USA. The thread itself is USA made. I believe they're using like high quality sewing thread like Gutenberg, although Gutenberg is not American made. I don't really know who they're using, but that's probably what the reference to the spool is sewing spool, spool of thread. To get this thread, you have to wait once a month. They do, I think it's the second Saturday of every month on spoolthreadco.com. They do their kind of drops, and they tend to sell out really quickly. As a matter of fact, I've been trying to get the string for a couple months and just could not get my hands on it. Every time I tried to get some in my cart, I'd have to sign into PayPal or something, and I would lose the purchase. It's been super annoying trying to get this string. I'm glad to finally have some in my hand. The only reason I got some is I actually follow them on Instagram, and they announced, I think, a surprise drop. Where they were doing kind of a second release that month. So that's how I managed to get this. And it happens to be in an awesome color, but I'm just happy to finally have some. I bought 2 packs. I also bought a sticker too, because it's a really dope logo.
Freestyle time, ooh girl, that's some freestyling, yo-yo, ooh yeah, freestyle string.
Hey, it's day 2 of heavy usage for my Spool Co. thread string. And I just wanted to check back in. This is usually the point at which I would probably be changing my string, is about 24 hours in if it's like a really active day. This string is still good to go. I think it feels great. It's definitely more broken in than it was before, but I feel like it's even still breaking in. I have a feeling the final play is going to be kind of different than what it is now. But for right now, this is kind of premium. If I could just buy string that felt like this all the time, I'd be super stoked. I'll check back in. Today is Tuesday. I'll check back in later this week with another update on how the string feels. It is day 7 of playing with the Spool Thread Co. yo-yo string, and I guess it's time for my final review. The main thing that comes to mind is how great it plays right now. This is pretty amazing string. It definitely had a break-in period. I kind of liked it best before the period. The super slick string that I first got was pretty amazing. It was very vibrant and played fantastic. The only problem with it right out of the box was binds were a little loose, so you really had to kind of pinch to kind of tighten the bind. That being said, I think it's a great string right now. And as far as a 7-day string, I really think this string lasts longer than any other string I own. And based on what I've seen, I can't imagine this string will be much different in 7 more days, like probably 2 weeks. I wouldn't say you'd want to necessarily play with it for more than 2 weeks, but maybe if you put it in the wash, I mean, that'll be the next thing I do, see if it brings back some of the color. The color isn't bad now. It is still, I mean, it's a little muddy. It's not the kind of dreamsicle orange and white that I originally got, but really it's all about the feel and how the string performs, and it performs great. I actually had a yo-yo gig last week, shortly after I got the string. The gig was it was about 3 hours of yo-yoing with just a few small breaks in between. And I have to say, this string really saved my fingers. I don't often go into 3 hours of solid yo-yoing. Sometimes when you have a gig, like a professional yo-yo gig, and you have to yo-yo for a long time and it's humid, sometimes it can really kill your fingers. You're really going to be sore the next day. But this stuff played like a dream the whole night. So I was super, super stoked to get this string right before that gig. Plus it matched my outfit. I had like an orange shirt and orange bolt yo-yo and orange counterweight. So the orange string really popped, and people even kind of commented that, hey, you matched your string with your yo-yo. And I was like, yeah, totally. But mostly I just wanted to say that for long yo-yo gigs, a fresh piece of spool thread was amazing and super handy. So final review, this string definitely lasted longer than any other string that I own. The break-in period wasn't too bad. It wasn't bad out of the box. It didn't suck. It wasn't super springy, which is a thing I've had with other string. So highly recommend the Spool Thread Co. if you can get your hands on it. I think the price, it's a good price for what you get. You're getting something handmade by a dude in Austin, and you're getting something that's gonna last you for a long time, and it looks hella dope. Yeah, my only complaint is really just trying to get the string is pretty difficult. I finally got lucky, and I love it, and I'm glad I ordered multiple packs. This was a great investment. Thanks for watching. If you want to get some Spool Thread Co., I highly recommend following them on Twitter or, on Instagram, and checking them out on their website as well. I believe it's the second Saturday. It's expensive string, but it's totally worth it. Like, it's totally gonna last you so long, and it's amazing string. So thanks for watching. Oh yeah, I shaved my beard too.